By the next day, he was back in the game.
Vicks Vapor Rub. Breathe the vapors, breathe the relief.
For you, Vicki, I'll make the time. I can't wait to see some of the artwork you've done for DeWitt.
And I am eager to hear what you think. I've been away from the drawing board too long.
I'm sure you haven't lost the talent. Call me as soon as you get to Oakdale.
Are you sure? I don't want to cut into your time at home.
It's no problem. This is where I work. I've been at it all day.
Okay, thanks. I'll call you later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Dana, how was beauty school?
That's great. I'm graduating next week.
Terrific. Hopefully you'll be resting up for the big event in December, huh?
Well, I plan to. Listen, thanks for hiring the security guard. I slept a lot better last night knowing he was out here.
Good.
Hi. How's school?
We're going to be attending her graduation next week.
Terrific. Dana, that's great.
Oh, honey,
Yeah.
Vicki Harper's stopping by. She's going to show me some of the artwork that she's done. We're going to talk about some future projects.
Vicki Harper's coming here?
Dana, I know how much she upset you the last time.
Yeah, I mean, only because she said she heard about the explosion in your car from me, which wasn't true, and because she could be the woman in the white robe who I keep seeing.
Well, I still don't want to believe that she could be part of Arthur's sadistic plan.
Dana, we were about to have some soup. Would you care to join us?
No, I already had lunch with a friend from school. I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye. I think that girl's going to be very relieved when that baby comes and she's able to move out and have a life of her own.
Can you believe that we're going to have a baby of our own, huh?
Can't wait.
Oh, baby. It'll bring us even closer together.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Evan Walsh is here to see you.
Evan? Well, send him out.
Did you have an appointment with him?
No. Hello, Daryl.
Hi, Evan.
Mrs. Crawford.
Oh, please, call me Franny. I will go check on lunch and be back.
All right. What can I do for you, Evan?
Well, my sister told me about what really happened in the south of France when you and Connor met. I came by here to thank you. It hasn't been easy for me to learn about my father, but I'm grateful for the way you tried to help Connor through it. And, of course, for not telling anybody else.
I was just doing the best I could, Evan.
May I ask if your wife knows anything about it?
No, Franny doesn't know, and I'd rather keep it that way.
Tess, I'm so glad you could come by.
Well, I got your message on campus. I came right by after classes.
No, please, sit down.
No.
So, how are you enjoying college?
Oh, I really love it. You know, I still feel so lucky to be there. Plus, living with Aunt Barbara, it's great.
Now, I assume you know your aunt plans to go to the Dominican Republic to secure her divorce from your uncle.
Yes. I feel really sorry things went so wrong for them.
Tess, I don't want you to think that I'm prying, and I'll keep whatever you say confidential. Do you know why your uncle left so suddenly and why he's never returned to see his daughter?
No, I can't imagine why.
Well, I want this divorce to be as easy and painless as possible for Barbara, and that's why I'm going with her down to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, and Barbara told me that you were flying her down in your own private jet.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But now she feels like she should take Jennifer with her, and I think that's just an unnecessary burden for her. You know, I want her to enjoy her stay, you know, have a little fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what she needs.
Well, I would like you to help me convince her that she should leave Jennifer here with you and Mrs. Myers. And in order to do that, you have to promise to help with Jennifer as much as possible.
Oh, sure, I will. You know, I have play rehearsals
Yes,
most
but
nights.
you only have a very small role, so surely you can afford to help out as much as possible, seeing how much she's done for you. And I would consider it a very special favor.
Okay. I'll start working on Aunt Barbara right away.
Well, I appreciate it. And I want to give you this.
Oh, Gavin, I can't accept this.
Well, I know.
You've done so much for me already.
I know how expensive college can be. I just wanted to give you a little gift to help you out. This is just between us.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say, but thanks again. And I'll try real hard to convince Aunt Barbara to leave Jenny Lou in Oakdale.
Well, I know how convincing you can be, So I'm sure you'll succeed.
I'm sure I will, too.
Thank you for coming by, Tess.
Thank you, Daddy.
That young lady is going to be very useful to me one of these days.
Here's the information you wanted on DeWitt. I couldn't give you everything because some of the figures are highly confidential, but this should show you the kind of job Walsh has done for DeWitt and prove that we can do it for you.
Yes, sure. Send her in. Vicky, it is so good to see you.
Hello.
Well, I thought of calling Darryl right away, but since he's so hostile, I thought it best that I talk to Detective Hughes since they're so close.
Who discovered this vandalism?
I did.
What were you doing there anyway, Arthur?
That's a strange question. I visit Carolyn's grave whenever I'm home. I was there yesterday morning, and that's when I saw that the sod was all torn up and there was a message scrawled in the dirt. When I composed myself, I went to the cemetery office and insisted that they take pictures.
What exactly did this message say, Arthur?
Why don't you see for yourself?
Find my journal, and you will know my murderer.
Announcing new preference by L'Oreal. It conditions like crazy, and the color just shines. Well, like a lot of us, preference just gets better and better, so more of us can say, I'm worth it.
New richer conditioning preference by L'Oreal.
Cheddar cheese. It turns tortilla chips into hot, delicious
nachos.
But take away the cheddar.
Hey, bring that back.
And you're stuck with plain tortilla chips.
No way, Jose.
So pile on the cheddar.
All right.
Because tasty cheddar makes everything better.
Welcome to the premiere performance of Play School Toddler Sports, starring toddler basketball and toddler bowling. Play School Toddler Bowling and Toddler Basketball. What the stars of tomorrow are playing today.
Running my own business is great. Especially when I'm planting these beauties.
You'd think he was planting stinkweed.
Introducing new Ultragain.
Lucky for me, I got this green thumb.
Lucky for him, I've got this little scoop.
Ultragain's concentrated power gets clothes so clean, they'll smell like they were dried in the sunshine.
I know he lives for his work. Now I can live with him.
New Ultragain, the clean you can tell by the sunshine smell.
Yeah.
Good grief, they're back.
Trick or treat.
Charlie Brown and the Peanuts Gang in the Halloween treat you've been asking for.
There he is!
It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, 8:30 tonight.
As a doctor, I know the odds are in my favor. But it's that other small percentage that worries me. This morning when I was showering over at Lila's, I discovered a lump in my right breast.
Dick, how'd it go?
Well, thank you very much for inviting me to join you for lunch, but I never imagined we'd be dining al fresco.
I married a man who loves the fresh air, Daddy.
I thought maybe you could use some company with Kim away in Europe.
I called Paris today. She was, of course, rushing out to some meeting with some designer, and then she was having lunch with Benjamin Reynolds. I can't say I'm thrilled about that. You know, I've never really met that guy. But isn't it odd that he shows up on Gavin Kruger's jet with Kim after all these years?
Things like that just seem to happen whenever Gavin's involved.
Oh, now come on. You know you're extremely prejudiced where Gavin is concerned, Daddy. I'm sure it's all just a coincidence.
Bob, did Kim mention anything about Philippe Van Doren being with Nicole and Pierce?
No, she never mentioned him. Oh, Tom told me that you've hired a nighttime security guard to patrol the property. I think that's a very good idea.
It's really helped with Dana's peace of mind, Gary.
Oh.
I still saw the same old tension in her eyes when we told her Vicky Harper was dropping by. I wonder if...
You wonder what?
Well, maybe this is just clutching straws, but, you know, and since Dana lived in Chicago when she was married to Billy, I wonder if she could have known any of the Harper brothers. That might account for her being so suspicious and uptight anytime, you know, Vicky's around.
Franny?
Dana, what's wrong?
Dana?
I'm not sure. I was taking a nap and I had this weird dream about Carol. When I woke up, I was having abdominal pains.
Come on, I'm taking you to the hospital.
I'll go with you.
I didn't think it was anything.
Honey, I'll call you as soon as Dr. Samuels sees Dana, okay?
When you walk.
I'm a big kid with new pull-ups. Wow! Big kid pants make me big now.
Introducing Pull-Ups Disposable Training Pants from Huggies. They go on like underwear and protect like a diaper, even overnight.
And I can pull them off and on.
New Pull-Ups Disposable Training Pants.
Mommy, wow! I'm a big kid now.
Bill, I still can't believe we're actually going. Honey, it's almost time to leave. What's wrong? Oh, a bad headache? Here, the doctor told me about this. Motrin IB. Same medicine as in prescription Motrin in non-prescription strength. It really works on my headaches. You know, honey, we're going to have a great time tonight.
Motrin IB, recommended by thousands of doctors.
And your wife.
Sometimes I don't want it all, but I've got it.
So when I'm irregular, I take Correctol, the woman's gentle laxative that works overnight.
You know, sometimes I need to be taken care of, too.
Correctol, the gentle laxative more women prefer.
Ooh, I love my Johnny Cat.
A fresh cat box starts with Johnny Cat Premium Cat Litter with exclusive Green Guard odor control and convenient drawstring liners.
Ooh, I love my Johnny Cat.
Friday, a nightmare at 20,000 feet.
Pilots had a heart attack.
Now, a woman who has never flown before must land a plane alone. And a deadly kitchen accident.
My beautiful grandbaby, all burned.
I thought the baby could die. A race against time on a special Friday. Rescue 911.
CBS This Morning.
It's breakfast for your head.
I sure was surprised to see Paul's car drive up to Cal's place.
And I was surprised to see you working on those fences. Thought for sure everybody'd be working on the wedding.
Well, Dad's helping Emma at the house all day with a bunch of stuff. Josh and Meg are here, too.
Yeah?
And, you know, they're so fun to hang out with, those guys.
I really don't know them very well. They seem really nice, though. You know, the sun really shines on some people. And Josh and Meg living on Cal's huge ranch in Waco with servants to wait on them hand and foot. It's amazing.
And the best thing is they're so in love. And they like just being together.
Well, sure, that's great, too. But, you know, I don't think they'd be as happy if Josh weren't Cal's son. You know, Josh is going to inherit all of his daddy's money someday. All of it.
Are we ever going to see things the same way?
Maybe not. But wouldn't our friendship be awfully dull if we agreed on everything? They say opposites attract, you know.
Uh-huh.
That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you going to be going to Lily and Holden's wedding?
Well, they invited me. But I want Dad and Emma to go together. So I'm going to stay here and look after the farms. Are you going with your Aunt Barbara?
No, she's going with Gavin. I sure would love to see it, though. Bianca's a bridesmaid. I'd love to see how her dress turned out.
Well, the church is right here in Luther's Corner. Why don't you just go over and watch them go in?
Stand outside in the cold looking in? No way. Spent most of my life doing that. From here on out, I'm either going to be on the inside where it's all happening or nowhere at all.
No, Mrs. Stewart, I was just hoping that Courtney was home from campus. Well, okay, yeah, just have her call me here or at the house later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I've got those new ideas for Kruger. Evan?
Yes, I'm sorry, I was listening. Let me see what you've got.
Did a bomb go off or something? Everyone's acting like they're underwater, even you.
Just waiting for the dust to settle, Marcy.
Does it have anything to do with the meeting with Mrs. Walsh this morning?
Why don't you ask Lucinda?
What? I hardly know the woman. All I know is the meeting had something to do with her coming back to Walsh and work in some sort of new capacity. Is that right?
You're not very good at playing dumb, Marcy. I think you know Lucinda a lot better than you're willing to admit.
Well, there's that famous Evan Walsh paranoia again. Well, I have better things to do than listen to it.
Why aren't you working with Holden?
Because Kirk gave him time off to get ready for his wedding, remember?
That's right. Wish you weren't so generous.
Feeling a little threatened, are we? Well, you should. Holden is brilliant at what he does. He's a real man. He's not some preppy playing at big business.
Just watch it. Another crack like that, and I'll have you bounced out right on your little...
Don't bother to finish that threat. You know, you might try remembering some of the things you told me when we were playing house in New York.
For example?
For example, like you could get an important job at DeWitt Grains and Cereals anytime you wanted because of certain information you had about Connor and Daryl. Oh, what didn't take a genius to figure that out? I mean, once I found out that Walsh was handling some of DeWitt's business and that Connor was in charge and working very closely with Daryl.
You don't know anything.
Wrong again, kiddo. You told me a lot of things, and I've been carrying them around in my head ever since you dumped me. So, you better go easy on the threats before I start making some of my own.
I'm glad Connor finally told you the truth about those days in Cap d'Antibes, but I never want you to discuss it with any of them.
Connor! Desk clerk said you were back. Come on. Open up, sis. I'm worried about you. We need to talk. When Dad sent us on this trip, I didn't expect to spend the time alone in Cap d'Antibes for 3 whole days while you're gallivanting.
Jamie, your sister's really not up to seeing anybody right now.
Okay, I just wanted to see if she's all right.
Oh, yeah, she's fine. She's fine. Try calling her in an hour or so, right? In the meantime, I'd appreciate you forgetting everything about these past 3 days.
Ah, young Mr. Walsh. Are you and your sister enjoying Cap d'Antibes?
Yes, thanks. We're having a great time.
Great. Now listen, Nicole and I are taking out a group on the yacht today. And since you made quite an impression on the Crawfords, why don't you join us?
Thanks a lot, but I don't think so. My sister's kind of indisposed right now.
Oh, what a pity.
But listen, I'll talk to her in an hour or so and then get back to you.
All right, hurry home. I miss you.
Mr. Philippe Van Doren is here to see you, Mr. Crawford.
Van Doren? Send him out, Carl. Barbara, even if Philippe did see us together that night in Rome, he has no way of knowing for certain that we slept together. And I can promise you, whatever it takes, Philippe will never say anything to Franny or anyone else.
Daryl, thank you for seeing me.
This is a pleasure. Quite a surprise.
Feeling the squeeze? Come to Color Tile's half-price sale. Ceramic tile, half price. Vinyl tile, half price. DuPont Stainmaster carpet, $10.99 a square yard installed. 0 payment till February 1992. Color Tile's half-price sale. Hurry, sale ends Tuesday.
Need to clean little messes without the big noise? Get the new Dirt Devil Sweeper. Tired of fumbling with a broom and dustpan? Get the new Dirt Devil Sweeper. It cleans forwards and backwards and empties in a snap. Get the new Dirt Devil Sweeper.
How about It's My Party?
And I'll cry if I want to. Cry
It's Songbirds, the Complete the Lyric game.
Okay, try lollipop.
Lollipop,
Lollipop. Man, you guys are so crazy. I can't believe this.
Lollipop, lollipop.
Come on, give me a chance.
With Songburst, you'll be bopping and grooving to the tunes of the 50s and 60s.
There she was.
Just a walking down the street.
Sit down. You guys think you're going to win? Darling, you're a weak.
Songburst, the rock and roll game, now playing in your living room.
Uncle Ben's rice in an instant isn't your typical time-saving rice. It's light, moist, and full of flavor. Just what you'd expect from Uncle Ben's, which proves that good things can come to those who don't wait. Uncle Ben's, it really does make a difference.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Daniel St. John, a time bomb waiting to explode.
Don't underestimate me, Roger. I know just how dangerous you can be.
One woman is ready to ignite the fuse.
The world has to know about this monster.
Say it, Gene, say it.
His name is...
Guiding Light, weekdays.
This is CBS.
I like a variety of music. Sometimes I lean towards today's music by Gloria Estefan, Phil Collins, and Rod Stewart. Then I lean towards Motown classics by the Supremes and Marvin Gaye. And sometimes I lean towards the latest from Michael Bolton, Luther Vandross, and Mariah Carey. And I always lean towards Mix 98.5.
To head to Dean's Carpet, because this week, everything's on sale.
Everything's on sale?
Everything. Every carpet, every vinyl, every remnant, every oriental rug. Now at 30, 40, even 50% off.
Terrific prices.
I've never seen deals like this.
Prices are unbelievably low.
Everything's on sale. This week only at Dean's Carpet Megastore in Manchester or in Nashua and in the Payne's Furniture Stores in Danvers and Natick. 1-800-99-CARPET.
This is a News 7 weather advisory.
Good afternoon, I'm Margie Reedy. An intense ocean storm is whipping New England right now with very high winds and high tides. Let's take a look now at some of the effect this is having. There are some roads that are flooded and some impassable. Morrissey Boulevard flooded. Quincy Shore Drive, Lynn Shore Drive, Winthrop Shore Drive is now impassable. It is underwater. Nahant Beach Parkway, Revere Beach Boulevard, Hull Shore Drive, and Nantasket Avenue. Some of them have flooding at this time. Others are anticipated to be trouble spots. All of them you should stay away from if possible. This weather's kicked up late last night and early this morning. Winds are now estimated to be about 65 miles offshore, gusting up to that velocity, and the waves are at about 30 feet. Coming over sea walls, a lot of beach erosion at this time. This is the scene in Chatham. We took you there earlier. There has been a limited amount of evacuation, but most of that is voluntary at this time. But you can see that the coast is really taking a beating. Let's go to Harvey Leonard now for the very latest on this storm. Harvey?
Okay, Margie, the beach erosion will definitely continue, but the most serious situation is going to occur between 4 and 5 this evening because that's the next high tide, and the tides will run about 4 feet higher than normal, so the roads that already are getting flooded, and that's a lot of them, are going to worsen over the next couple of hours as the water comes in even stronger and higher, and the winds increase as well. The winds will be very strong between now and midnight, and even when they abate a little bit after that, it'll be a very slow process. We can see the storm pulling in from the ocean, backing up from east to west, a very powerful nor'easter indeed. Some bands of rain are coming in as well. But again, the big story is going to be the wind and the coastal situation. These are the highest wind gusts in the past hour, 62 at Chatham. They did have a peak gust of 69 miles per hour about an hour or two ago. And just off of Gloucester, winds of 74 miles per hour and 25-foot seas. We will keep you posted through the afternoon. Here's Margie.
All right, thanks, Harv. Now, as we said at this time, most of the evacuations are voluntary. But if you live in a threatened area, there are some things that the Red Cross is suggesting that you do. First of all, that you have a full tank of gas in your car, so if you need to evacuate, you can quickly. Also, that you have flashlights and extra batteries on hand in case you lose power. That you have a portable radio with extra batteries. Also, you should keep posted on things in case you need to evacuate, and that you stock up on non-perishable foods. If you need to evacuate, these are some of the things the Red Cross suggests that you take with you. First of all, be sure to take your prescription medicines. Take your glasses, any special diet foods you may need, baby formula, diapers, anything for a child, Important personal papers are important to bring, like insurance policy, deeds, or checkbooks. Also, if it looks like you're going to have to spend the night, the Red Cross suggests that you bring extra pillows and blankets. That will certainly make your stay more comfortable. That's the latest on the storm for right now. News 7 has reporters stationed all up and down the coastline, and we'll keep you posted throughout the afternoon. We'll be back in a half an hour.
This has been a News 7 weather advisory.
Are you the next Megabucks winner? Find out tonight at 7:58.
We now join the CBS network already in progress.
Sure. Fred, hold on just a minute.
Hello, Mr. Greer. This is Arthur Claiborne. I'd like to come by your office and talk about my assault charges against Darrell Crawford. Oh, yes, I'd be delighted if you would handle the case for me.
Philippe, I hope this surprise visit means you're prepared to go to the police and tell them what you know about Arthur feeding inside information to Gavin when he was trying to take over DeWitt.
Darrell, you must understand something. Gavin and I have been very close friends for a very, very long time. And if it was just for Arthur's reputation, I would have gone to the police right away, but I cannot. I won't turn on Gavin.
Philippe, I just want to nail Arthur for Carolyn's murder. I think you do, too. Look, I know he's responsible. He hired the Harper family to break in and kill Carolyn before she could tell me about his involvement with Gavin.
I believe that, too.
So go to the police.
Just relax, Darrell. Some very damaging information about Arthur and the Harper family has just fallen into my lap. It would be the best opportunity for the police to put Arthur in prison.
What kind of information?
Well, I wish I could tell you, but that would be premature at this point. But don't worry, I'll let you know before I leave Oakdale this time.
Damn it! Don't toy with me. What kind of game are you playing here? What's going on?
Excuse me, sir, but Mrs. Harper is here?
Not now, Carl.
There is no need to let the lady waiting, so I have said everything I had to say for now.
Send her out, Carl.
Is your guest a member of the same Harper family?
Yes.
Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
I'm sorry. Vicky Harper, Philippe Van Doren.
Very nice to meet you.
Same.
Now, if you'll both excuse me, I really, really must be going.
Wait a second. You can't just walk out of this house without giving me some kind of idea of the information you have on Arthur.
Darrell, please, I really can't right now. And if you see anything about our little story to anyone, the police included, I will just deny it. Besides, you could ruin all my chances of getting enough evidence to put Arthur behind bars. So if everything goes well, however, we'll see Arthur put in prison right away.
Hugger Mugger.
Why don't we play Hugger Mugger?
Hugger Mugger has something for everyone.
What does PDQ stand for?
It's, well, how do you spell it?
PDQ. The more I know men, the more I like my...
Dog. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Answer the questions, reveal the mystery word,
Tuba!
and win. Hugger Mugger, an exciting combination of popular word games.
Game ain't over till it's over.
Stain-resistant rugs resist most stains, but some are irresistible. Introducing Woolite Tough Stain Rug Cleaner. It's tough on stains, but safe even on stain-resistant rugs. Trust new Woolite Tough Stain.
An unfair taste test between delicious Swift Premium Brown and Serve sausage and ordinary sausage. Unfair because they're still cooking. Swift Premium Brown and Serve sausage. Original and now new turkey. We win.
A night for Excedrin PM.
This was no day to be me.
It's mine!
Someone had to tell you.
Termites. They said no spouses, so.
So I can't sleep and my head aches.
You want more than just a pain reliever. You want Excedrin PM. Strong aspirin-free headache medicine plus a gentle second ingredient to help you sleep through the night. Aspirin-free Excedrin PM. Headache medicine, and it helps you sleep.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Come in. Oh, Franny, I didn't expect to see you. Hello, Tom.
Well, Dana was having some abdominal pain, so we had to bring her in for a checkup.
Well, nothing serious, I hope.
I hope so. We're waiting to hear.
Any news with Kira?
I went over to the motel where she's staying with her mother and tried to persuade her again to keep on with her lessons. She agreed to see me tomorrow.
Oh, well, that is good news, especially with the civil suit coming to court next week. As a matter of fact, Jess has called a meeting with me and some of the other board members so that she can brief us.
Kira is going through as much turmoil as Duncan is, I'm sure, in her own way. I'm certain she wants very much to tell the truth, but with all the pressures building against her, it's just harder for her than ever.
I know, Graham.
Listen, how about a cup of coffee down in the cafeteria? I'll even buy.
Daddy, I'm going to stay here until Dr. Samuels calls, but you guys go ahead, really.
All right. Okay. I'll have these two handsome gentlemen as escorts.
You get that.
Bye-bye.
Go ahead, son.
I'll call Daryl, tell him what's going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here.
Larry. Hi.
Lucinda, how can you be so sure that the new regime at Walsh is about to topple? Actually, Evan's been pressing me about our big meeting, and I can't hold him off indefinitely, so if you plan on being reinstated, you'd better do it in a hurry, or... Oh, Evan! Hey, it's nice to see you. Just a minute. Look, I have to go. I'll get back to you.
I'm sorry, your secretary said to just come right in.
Oh, it's no problem. Please, come in, sit down. Now, tell me, what is this I hear about Walsh being a little bit shaky at the moment?
Absolutely not. We're on very solid ground. Although Lucinda tried to pull an ugly stunt earlier, tried to turn us all against each other. Fortunately, her nasty little prank backfired. Kirk and Connor are on solid ground.
And Holden?
Well, Holden is on leave until after his honeymoon, so he's out of the picture for now. Gavin, I came here to discuss rescheduling the meeting that you postponed.
Of course. Well, why don't we do it right now? Now, I'm out of the country next week. How about the week after that?
Well, if that's the best you can do.
It is. Now, I've been looking over the file that you smuggled out from me on DeWitt, and frankly, I would like to see the projected profits for 91 and 92.
I'm sorry, Gavin, but I just can't do that. All I can tell you is that we're projecting a major increase over the 90-91 profits.
Yes, Sharon. He's here? Yes, send him in, please. I'm terribly sorry, but someone unexpected just turned up.
I understand. So I'll get back to you then to set a definite date and time that week.
Philippe, I can't believe that you're here. Oh, I'm sorry, I would like you to meet...
This is Jamie Walsh. I met you at Cap d'Antibes several years ago.
I remember. Nice to see you again, Mr. Van Doren.
Nice to see you, too. I hear your beautiful sister is chairman of the board at Walsh now.
We're both there, yes.
I knew you'd both go far because you knew right away how to make the right connections.
And we keep on trying. I'll see you, Gavin.
What in the hell are you doing in Oakdale without calling first?
I'm in a rather desperate fix, Gavin. A young woman in Rome has accused me of all sorts of unsavory things, and I thought it best to leave the country as quickly as possible. And I thought that you might be willing to help out an old friend who's in a bad situation.
Well, as fond as I am of you, Philippe, this is not a charity I'm running. Now, when you do favors for me, I pay you very well for them.
I'm asking for a loan, Gavin, not charity. I'm sure you'd never want Daryl Crawford to know why Nicole and I went to Sardinia that night.
It would be wise to stop right there. Now, you must be very desperate to even think of blackmailing me.
Oh, Gavin, I would never do such a thing.
You know, and if you ever do try to blackmail me, I promise you, Philippe, you'll wish you had never been born.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear about Dana. I hope she's going to be okay. I'm really glad to know that Daryl hired a security guard. There's been enough weird stuff going on out at your house.
I know, Larry. I just hope it all gets solved pretty soon and we won't need a security guard patrolling our grounds.
I hope so, too, for your sake.
Yeah. So, can I give Daddy a message for you?
Yeah, we had a mutual friend, had a little minor surgery, came through in flying colors, is leaving the hospital tonight, as a matter of fact.
Sure, I'll be glad to tell him.
Great. Give my best to Dana.
Larry?
I just would like to say, I'm really glad that you and Susan have found something together. I like her and respect her a lot.
That's a coincidence. So do I.
Dr. Hughes' office. Yes, Dr. Samuels, this is Franny Hughes. How is Dana? Oh, thank goodness. Yes, ma'am. I'll be down to get her as soon as I can. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hey, good news, huh?
Yeah. Dr. Samuels said it was just a case of indigestion and gas and had Dana resting in her office and all the pain is gone, so...
Great. Be nice if all pain had such easy resolution, huh?
Bye-bye.
You know I lost 30 pounds in 3 months on the Ultra Slim Fast plan. Well, it's even easier to have my shakes, because Ultra Slim Fast comes ready to drink. Just a quick shake and enjoy. Made with fresh milk. It's healthy and delicious. You want to feel great? Lose weight. Try the freshest idea yet from Ultra Slim Fast. It's in the dairy case. Tell them Tommy sent you.
Ready to drink Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight.
Let's get some popcorn. Do you think I should cut my hair?
I thought you wanted to grow it long.
Well, sure, if it looked like yours. What do you use?
Shampoo, Suave.
I have been wasting my money on expensive shampoos, and you like Suave?
Yeah, a lot.
Now here's a new plus. Suave Shampoo Plus Conditioner. It cleans and conditions your hair in one easy step, but for less than you'd expect to pay. Suave, when you know beautiful hair doesn't have to cost a fortune.
It's winters by the fire, it's summers by the sea. It's holidays and family, yeah, it's Scrabble, America's good time game. It's Coco and it's kids, old stories and friends. It's rainy weekends you hope will never end. It's Scrabble, America's good time game. Yeah, it's Scrabble, America's good time game.
From Milton Bradley.
The first month that I took advantage of the Friends and Family program, I believe my savings was a little over $26.
$84 to $85 per year.
$10, $12 a month.
$9 for 1 month.
$4.37.
$3 for another month.
Over $100, maybe $120, $130 a year.
So adding the two came up to $12.
I'm saving over $100 a year.
It's as if MCI said, Merry Christmas, here's 2 months free savings, and I say, wow.
Look at the moonlight on all the colored leaves and the water. It's almost unreal. It's so different from when I first saw it this summer.
Why are you whispering? It's cute, though.
I guess it's so beautiful I didn't want to break the mood.
Get such a kick out of such normal, simple, everyday things.
Ah, but it's not simple to me. How many people ever get the chance to see something like this? Don't you see how special this is?
Well, I do, but I don't go on and on about it like you do.
Well, I just think that maybe there are different things that turn you on. But being different's okay.
Yeah.
as long as we try to understand each other.
And I think we're doing really well in the understanding department, don't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
I was really glad we got to have dinner alone tonight.
Lucky for us that Emma needed Dad's help, huh? Of course. I didn't get the feeling you cared for that liver too much, the way you drowned it in ketchup.
I confess. I just don't like the texture and the smell of it.
See? Now, if you'd have been honest with me, we could have had something else.
I like the bacon, though. I just didn't want you and your dad to think I was a snob.
Do you miss your folks and your brothers and sisters?
Yeah. I don't miss anything else about Alva.
Dad, it's really weird. You know, I'm already starting to worry about leaving Dad here on the farm alone if I take Nick up on his
No
offer.
ifs. You are going to Oakdale U in January, okay? What?
Nothing. Just the moonlight in your face. You're so pretty.
What? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Once. Just once, Hutch. I wish you could just go with your feelings. See how excited I could be.
It's inconceivable that somebody could do such a thing. I'm sure it's Arthur behind all this.
Well, that was my first thought, and Margot's as well.
Well, if Arthur is the one who defiled Carolyn's grave, the man should be put away somewhere where he can get the help he needs. I mean, he's obviously demented.
Philippe was telling me pretty much the same thing today.
Philippe Van Doren called you?
No, he's in Oakdale. He stopped by here himself.
Why?
He wanted to tell me that he felt that Arthur had engineered the break-in and Carolyn's murder.
Any chance that he would go on record about Arthur's connection with Gavin when Gavin was trying to take over DeWitt?
That was the first question out of my mouth. There's no way he's going to betray his meal ticket.
Excuse me, but I have to leave.
Oh.
I think we had a very productive meeting today. And thanks to him, my confidence is back.
Well, your talent is definitely still there.
Oh, well, thank you for that. And thank you for being so understanding about my taking so much of Daryl's time.
It's no problem, Vicki. I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I saw your limo out front, of course, I walked over because I expected to see the same driver that was with you at Emilio's last night.
Oh, you mean Harold?
I don't know his name. You know, the fellow with the beard.
Right, that's Harold. Yeah, well, I asked for him today, but my brother-in-law, Julius, told me they're training him for another job, so he won't be driving as often. And I'm sorry about that, because even though he doesn't say much, he's always very polite, and I trust him. So I'll miss him. Well, good night.
Are you going to be staying in Oakdale overnight?
I'm not sure. Why?
Well, I was thinking if you're around tomorrow morning, we could both go over to Walsh, work with Connor.
Well, that's a great idea. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Thanks.
Tommy, Joel Higgins.
Thanks. Hi, Joel. What's up?
I hate to bother you, but I just got the weirdest call from Margot asking for you. I was telling her where to find you when we suddenly got disconnected. I waited 15 minutes for her to call back, but she didn't. I thought you'd want to know.
Yeah, you're right. Let me know the moment you know anything, okay?
I wanted to tell you I saw Larry when I was in your office earlier, and he wanted me to tell you that a mutual friend came through a minor surgery just fine.
Yes, I know. I saw her before I left the hospital.
Yeah, Lila. No, I'm taking her home right now. Yeah. Okay, give Katie a hug for me, right? Them too. Okay, I will. All right, bye. Lila sends her love.
Oh, that's nice. I was very groggy when she was in here before.
Now look, the last thing I remember John saying was he wanted you to be sure and take the next couple days off.
Gee, that's generous. I think if I'm feeling better, I'm just going to come into work anyway, just to stay busy, you know?
Sue, glad to see you feeling up to going home.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for getting me into surgery so quickly.
Oh, no problem. Look, I just want to reiterate what I told you both. I'm 99% certain that the cyst was benign. We'll know for sure when we get the lab report back tomorrow. And another thing, I do want to commend you for the way you handle this. You know, sometimes doctors are just as lax as other women about self-examination and especially taking immediate action. I understand there's a level of fear involved, but early detection is just so essential in these cases. Listen to me. End of lecture. Good night, and you get some rest.
Bye.
Good night. And I would like to add to that, I'm very proud of you.
I just haven't heard those words very often in my life.
Well, get used to it. And now that you're past all of this, I intend to stay on you about any areas of sagging self-esteem I happen to come across.
You got your work cut out for you because at my age, a lot of things are sagging.
And no more age jokes either. So when we leave this hospital tonight, let's make it a fresh start for both of us.
Well, I'll try. Positive thinking all the way.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go home.
Okay.
All right. I'll carry this.
Okay.
After you. Where are you going? Wait.
Well, I'm not going to let your beautiful flowers stay here.
Well, let me carry them.
Come on.
Oh.
Sorry.
After you.
Gregory Wilson and his grandma bake Nestle Toll House cookies.
Boys don't bake, Grandma.
Some of the best bakers are men. Now, let's pour in the Nestle Toll House morsels.
I better taste one first.
They're rich and creamy, huh?
Very.
Nestle Toll House morsels are so rich and creamy.
When you use rich, creamy morsels, you get the best tasting cookie.
You know what's better than baking Toll House cookies?
What?
Eating them.
Rich, creamy Nestle Toll House morsels make your house a Toll House.
Hi, honey, I'm home. You know, the house smells so fresh, you'd never know we had pets.
That's because I use Arm & Hammer Pet Fresh. There's one to deodorize carpets, another to deodorize the air. They both freshen naturally with baking soda.
No wonder the whole house smells so fresh.
One Pet Fresh for the carpet,
Another Pet Fresh for the air.
natural freshness.
From the baking soda experts. Honey, I think I'll take the cat for a walk. Rope.
Because sometimes the day ends and the pain doesn't, we're introducing new Tylenol PM with extra strength Tylenol pain reliever plus a gentle ingredient to help you sleep. New Tylenol PM so you can rest easy.
For Brian's 7th birthday, he got a brand new puppy and a fever. Good thing his mom has the chewables from Junior Strength Tylenol. Just 2 have all the relief of 4 children's chewables. Junior Strength Tylenol chewables. Better care for bigger kids.
Jessica Griffin called me about testifying at the trial since I worked at the center.
Yes, I'd forgotten you worked at the center for a while.
Well, yes, that's where Franny got the idea of having Dana be surrogate for Daryl and Carolyn.
Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served.
Oh, I don't want to be first. Here we go. All right. Easy.
You okay?
Franny, I know you think that I have an overactive imagination, but I just can't shake the feeling that I've seen Vicki Harper somewhere before. I mean, it's all jumbled up in my mind. Her voice and her mannerisms are the same, but she looks different somehow.
Well, Dana, you just keep thinking about it. If you remember anything, would you tell me?
10 a.m. on Friday. I'll check with Jade and I'll get back to you. Oh, Evan, we really should have a drink one evening soon. I'd like to hear more about your trip to Europe when you and Connor met Philippe.
Well, there's really not much to tell.
Is that when you first met Daryl and Carolyn?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. My next appointment is here. Remember, keep Tess busy and happy.
Hello, Mr. Kruger.
Hello, Miss Breen. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
I thought it best that we meet after normal office hours.
I'm glad you're upstairs and relaxed. I'm just finishing up down here, and then I'll come up and relax with you.
You better hurry up.
That could be Gavin. I'll see what he wants, and I'll be right up. Philippe, what are you doing back in Oakdale?
I came all this way just to see you, dear Arthur, so that I could ask you about your friendship with Billy Lambert.
Well, I don't know who that is, so you've wasted your trip.
I doubt that very much. What about the $2 million in ransom money that you split with Lambert after he kidnapped that young lady who was carrying Daryl and Carolyn's baby? I hope that jolted your memory, because if you don't answer my question, I will have to go to the Harper brothers and see what their answers are.
The Fisher-Price Activity Links gym has 6 detachable toys, which means the only thing permanently attached to it is the baby.
To taste delicious ice cream is to remember how it feels to be a kid. The excitement, the fun, the absolute joy. So taste some luscious, cool, creamy ice cream. Ice cream makes you feel like a kid again.
This can't be my new apartment.
Good thing I brought Lysol Pine Action. They've made it better. Now it cleans with hospital-type disinfection, the strongest you can buy.
Now it's starting to feel like home.
Improved Lysol Pine Action, a more powerful pine.
My best friend and I went out last night with our brand new perms. Well, she had gone to the salon and spent way too much. And I had gotten an Ogilvy home perm. People kept saying to me, "Oh, your hair is gorgeous." But nobody really said anything to her. The precisely right home perm, it's got automatic shut-off timing. I couldn't have overdone it. I couldn't have underdone it. It's perfect. I'm glad I didn't go with her to the salon.
Nasty odors haunting your carpet? Try Love My Carpet Floral Essence. It gets rid of odors and plants the scent of living, blooming flowers, freshening your entire home. A definite improvement. Try Love My Carpet Floral Essence and make every room bloom.
Jake's back and the fat man's hungry for justice.
You could be in serious trouble.
An innocent street kid is marked for death.
I want straight answers, and I want them now.
Jake and the fat man. Then she was the victim of a brutal attack. But what if someone tried again? People are fed up and fighting back. The return of 48 Hours in Jake and the Fat Man tonight. Thursday, a mountain manhunt for a wife killer.
He had killed once. There was a good chance he would kill again.
An all-new Top Cops. Thursday.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Blouses by Regina Porter. Join us tomorrow for the Emmy Award-winning As the World Turns.